Just days after celebrating her 10th birthday, Princess Charlotte stepped into the spotlight once more. Not with fanfare or celebration, but with grace, poise, and a deepening presence alongside her family at one of the most meaningful royal events of the year. On Monday, May 5th, Princess Charlotte joined her parents, the Prince and Princess of Wales, and her brothers Prince George, 11, and Prince Louis, 7, for a deeply symbolic appearance at Buckingham Palace. The family stood together on the iconic balcony to witness a patriotic flypast and military procession, launching a week of commemorative events for the 80th anniversary of VE Day, the end of World War II in Europe. Though it was a day of remembrance and reflection, the royal children, especially Charlotte, brought a human warmth to the occasion. All eyes were on the young princess, now stepping more confidently into her royal role. Dressed elegantly and wearing her signature long braid, Charlotte mirrored her mother in more ways than one. Not just in her style, but in her calm demeanor and attentive presence. The bond between mother and daughter was impossible to miss. Princess Catherine was often seen leaning down to share quiet words with her daughter, gently tucking her hair back in a subtle but affectionate gesture. The two exchanged smiles and shared light-hearted moments, especially as Prince Louis, ever the charmer, reacted with wide-eyed wonder to the roar of the red arrows streaking across the London sky in red, white, and blue. Prince George, now nearly a teenager and increasingly visible at major royal events, stood confidently next to his father, Prince William. Later that day, George accompanied his parents to a private tea hosted by King Charles and Queen Camilla for veterans and surviving members of the World War II generation, a significant moment for the second in line to the throne. But perhaps the most powerful aspect of the day was the way the past and present were woven together. In a poignant tribute, the royal family's official social media accounts shared a side-by-side image, one of the current royal family on the balcony, and the other a sepia-toned photo from VE Day in 1945. In that image, then Princess Elizabeth, later Queen Elizabeth II, stood in uniform alongside her father, King George VI, her mother, Queen Elizabeth, and her sister, Princess Margaret. 80 years have passed since that historic day, yet the spirit of duty, unity, and remembrance remains steadfast. King Charles, Queen Camilla, Princess Anne, Prince Edward, Sophie the Duchess of Edinburgh, and other senior royals all took part in Monday's ceremonies. Several members, including the king himself, were dressed in military uniform as they greeted veterans at the Queen Victoria Memorial. The images shared online captured not just the grandeur, but the emotional weight of the day. We remember and pay tribute to all those who served during the Second World War. One royal post read, featuring photos of the solemn and moving event. Another post highlighted the veterans in attendance, many now in their late 90s or beyond, who stood proudly alongside their modern-day monarch. This week marks a series of national and royal engagements leading up to the official anniversary on May 8th. The highlight will be a service of thanksgiving at Westminster Abbey, where Prince William and Princess Kate are expected to represent the royal family in honoring the incredible sacrifice and legacy of the World War II generation. For royal watchers, the events also marked a subtle but significant shift, a glimpse into the next generation. Princess Charlotte, standing beside her mother with grace and quiet confidence, reminded the world that while history is being remembered, the future is also taking shape, right before our eyes. As the celebrations and remembrances continue, so too does the evolution of the royal family, grounded in tradition, but with a firm gaze toward the future.